My name is Matthew Cassidy. I'm the president of the Coach Atlantic Transportation Group. Coach Atlantic started back in 2005 when my father purchased the first motor coach company. It was Tours. At the time, there was 20 pieces of equipment, 30 employees, and about $3.5 million in sales. Since that time, we've grown into a fully diversified bus transportation company. There's 20 companies that have been pushed together and consolidated to become part of our group. We have 275 vehicles. We have close to 500 employees. So within our company, we operate traditional charter services. We provide cruise ship and sightseeing tours, as well as intercity and line run services, school bus contracts, and we also do the municipal transit service for Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. The primary piece of our charter business is the multi-day tours. And to be able to compete in the multi-day tour business, you gotta be running premium late model equipment. And we've made that commitment to our customers to be able to provide them with that equipment. We just took delivery in June of 6 2020 H3-45 Prevost, and they've been on the road ever since, and they've been performing tremendously. We'll have 42 motor coaches this September that are 2017 and newer. We've been a legacy Prevost customer forever. As I said, we have 2020s in our fleet, but our oldest Prevost in 1997. So throughout the series of acquisitions we've had, there's always been Prevost in the fleets. Some of our drivers talk about driving Prevost back in the for as long as they've been driving. And the reason why we continue to buy Prevost, yes, there's an amazing vehicle and they do an amazing job with what they build, but it's the parts, it's the service, it's the sales team that surrounds the Prevost that to us is just, you can't compete with that. And they do a great job when there's a problem, and they do a great job of servicing their vehicles. And I always say the sales guys have the easy jobs because they sell you on the first Prevost, on the first bus, but then it's the parts and service guys afterwards that keep you coming back. And Prevost does a great job when it comes to the parts and service side. It's amazing some of the things that over the years they have been able to do for us, to whether it's flying parts into Newfoundland or various things to be able to get us out of binds. Again, equipment breaks down, and it's a matter of what you do when it breaks down that kind of puts the best foot forward. Because we're so diversified, we're a very high mileage carrier. So all of our new equipment does 125,000 to 150,000 kilometers. So we have gotten into a cycle of keeping a bus for 3 or 4 years, putting 125 to 150,000 kilometers on it per year, and then moving on from it. We do have older Prevosts and older equipment that we add into our fleet to kind of supplement for volume for those peaks in our season. But when it comes to the consistency and sending equipment out day in and day out, it's been our model that we've had success with is running newer equipment and having it the uptime, the lower repairs and maintenance, and keeping it moving that way. So that's been our model, and it's been working for us so far. The phone call you don't want to get when it comes to dealing with buses is that you have to replace an engine because it's a very expensive cost, but at the same time, you know that if you have a bus that is going to last you a long time, you're willing to invest the money in the engine to allow you to kind of get the second life out of the bus. So recently we did have a Volvo engine that probably had 1.6, 1.7 million kilometers on it that needed to be replaced. And I called up Prevost Parts Department at 10 o'clock in the morning, and by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that engine was on its way to us to be able to get replaced. And instead of having to go back and forth and figure it out and order the engine and increase the downtime, we got it in, we pulled the bus in the shop, and we were able to get the bus back on the road as quickly as possible. Not that you can tell today, because it's a nice sunny, beautiful day, but in the winter we do get into a very harsh climates. It's cold, we deal with corrosion, salt air, so having a bus that's built for this climate and withstand this climate is very important to us. And the Prevost bus does hold up tremendously well, and to be able to operate in our climate. And compared to some of the other manufacturers that have been here before, we don't have the same amount of electrical problems, which is just can kind of really cause a lot of downtime. So we've been fortunate enough. They definitely seems to be that they are very well suited for our climate. So it's great that way.